good, everybody? It's your boy Jamal Haki, and today we're actually back with another anime review. What is good? What is up, everybody? Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know how long this review is about to be. We got a lot of notes that we've taken on this. So Your Lie in April is a slice of life anime that details the ups and downs, trials and tribulations of being a musician, a struggling musician, and anyone who's trying to really, rise in life, devote themselves to their craft, or really try to be motivated in what they do. So it's told through the perspective of Arima Koisei, which he is a young prodigy, or in some cases he has the nickname of the human metronome. He pretty much gets the excellence and skills of playing the piano to a high degree and a high level at such a young kid for his age. But at the same time, it was really beaten into him, literally, physically and mentally beaten in him to the point where he doesn't necessarily has his own purpose in life in terms of his reasons for playing the piano or reasons to even really live life. Doesn't really have anything to look for in terms of love. And you see these things of him having a lack of color for life, him not seeing the world for the beauty it possesses, until he encounters Kaori. Kaori is a violinist who we come to find out is very sickly, and her state of her health is not too well. But him encountering her did allow him to open his mind up to a new perspective, to see the world for the color it truly possesses. And you see the trials and tribulations that unfolds from there. You see growth in character, and there you have pretty much Your Lie in April. Your Lie in April is really the greatest lie in the terms of, Kaori, the greatest lie a musician can ever, tell another person. Originally that lie started as something, but that lie turned into something else. This show is amazing, right? It possesses many different themes within the show. One of the things that I was actually shocked by, again, we're dealing with kind of like a slice of life type anime, is that we do deal with heavy elements of mental illness, getting into anxiety, depression, loneliness, self-loathing, getting into things even in relation to suicide. We're getting into a lot of heavy topics that they subtly introduce within anime, and that's really impressive. Again, these are things that I like. I'm just gonna go ahead and roll into it, because the things that I'm breaking down about the anime is the things that I like, people. I want to be able to touch on these specific things first, because obviously the things in relation to love and the yearning for someone, those are obvious. But touching on like the mental illness, he feels a disconnect from this music since the death of his mother. He is not one with the piano. He is not one with music anymore, because at first his purpose for even playing the piano has died along with his mother. And that sends chills down my body, because it just makes you want to, like, man, you want to be able to pull him from this darkness. You want to be able to pull him from this dark abyss that he's sinking down into, to the point where the visualization of what they're trying to depict of how he's feeling is really powerful and is really impactful, and it just makes you want to watch more. But watch more in terms of to see him grow out of it, to see him grow and rise up from it. And obviously that's what we see within the anime. The characterization with the characters and what they meant to each other. Obviously in terms of like throughout the series, right? Starting with obviously Koichi, Arima Koichi, right? Him starting off as this kind of very monotone-ish, kind of down on life, slumped over, humped back, to a person that rose into someone who's standing tall, mature, now coaching people, has this new perspective on life, sees the world for the color it is. And I think that's amazing. But obviously he didn't just do that on his own. It was from that him encountering Kaori, and her really opening up his mind to what the world really is like. There's beauty in this world, there's color in this world, but you gotta be able to open your eyes to see it. You gotta stop putting blame on yourself and start taking advantage of things. You can't just sleep on life. You don't have all the time in the world, and as we see in her case, you don't necessarily have all the time in this world. So you gotta go out and do the things that you want to do before it's too late. Things like Tsubaki. Shouts out to Tsubaki. Tsubaki, man, that's an amazing character. She's dope. Strong support character. Ride or die. Right by, you know, Koishi's side. You know, wants to really see him excel in life, but at the same time still feels that she has strong animosity towards music. Not music itself, but what music really does to her feelings and her relationship for Koichi. She feels as though it pulls them apart. She feels as though it's separating them, keeping her from her wanting to, you know, be by his side like she wants to truly be. Like Watery, you know, at first I thought his character was bland, but once they start fleshing out his character more and more in terms of characterization, what he really wanted for Koichi, what he truly knew about his intentions, but at the end of the day, he still wanted his mans to grow and do what he's like, yo, I'm still gonna do what I do over here in terms of me liking Kairi. I know you like her, but you gotta step up and do something. Like, I'm supporting you. So if you want to go out there, go. I'm right by your side, but you gotta do it. Things in relation to his relationship with how you can say his rivalries in terms of the competitions, Emi and Takashi. At first, you know, I wanted to question why they introduced those said characters in the story, because when you get into the story progression of this, right, it's really setting you up to getting you in your feels, but it doesn't do too much heaviness of getting to your feels, because obviously if you really want to get someone in their feels, a person has to feel a connection to said character. If a person doesn't feel a said connection to a character, it's going to be harder for a person to really care about the trials and tribulations that said character goes through. But they do a really good job in this series of handling that. Again, like I said, I took notes on every single episode, like literally every single episode, from things of a metaphorical sense, from things from a literal sense, from quotes and all these things that was really powerful and impactful. I thought that really struck a strong chord with me. And let's go ahead and roll into some of the things that actually didn't work for me within this series. Now, some of the things that didn't work for me in this series is very limited. And I say that is because any problem I may have had with this particular anime, it addressed by the end of the series. Now, there is some things I do want to bring into question. One of the first things is the introduction of Nagi as a character, which that is Takashi's younger sister. I feel like the introduction of her character wasn't necessarily needed, but she did act as a proper and well-used plot device for the development and growth of Koichi. That's why I didn't necessarily mind it, but I felt like the story would have still benefited and progressed even without her character even being within the mix. One of the other things that I started to have an issue with is, again, we're dealing with an anime that is 22 episodes, which I don't mind. My favorite anime and manga is One Piece. It's been going for 20 plus years. Just saying. Oh! I don't mind it being 22 episodes long, but with this particular story and plot as it is, it really didn't need to be 22 episodes long. Now, again, it is predictable. That doesn't mean predictable is bad. With what was happening within the series, I think they was really milking some of the things. Like, they could have progressed some of these characters a little bit further, faster. They could have talked about certain things faster. Right, they was really milking in terms of Koishi's mental state of mind, Tsubaki's big reveal for her, you know, confessing her love, you know, in the way that she did for Koichi. I mean, we already knew Akari was sick. We knew that. And again, I watch anime, so we knew the death flags was there. We knew that was there. It was milked into the last episode. We knew it was gonna happen. It was more so like, when is it gonna happen, and how it was gonna play out, and really that was gonna teeter my rating. My rating was based off how this anime was gonna end. With that being said, let's go ahead and wrap this anime up. Now, once again, this anime is amazing. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It sends chills down my spines. I got chills. They're multiplying. What? The musical numbers. Oh, I'm not someone who like cries when watching something, but I am someone who gets like water-eyed or teary-eyed. A tear just won't drop down my eye. But I found myself on a number of occasions watching this, and I will really feel what they are feeling. I will feel what they're trying to get across, because it was just delivered in such a way that was beautiful. The reason why I don't bring up art style, because that's subjective. The things that I'm talking about is not necessarily subjective, right? But if you want me to bring up art style is pretty dope. I appreciate it. I like the way they drew the lips, kinda, especially on like the women. It reminded me of like certain manga I've read before, where the lips were drawn like that, and I thought that was pretty interesting. Highlighting back on some of the things, get this heavy characterization with some of the main cast of characters. I think it's great that an anime can even possess great characterization even within the supporting cast, such as Emi, Takashi, Nagi, Sato. I highly recommend people watch this. This is something that really needs to be set down and enjoyed. There's some light comedy. Again, it's a slice of life. It's something that you personally, when you're watching this, you can learn from it. You can actually grow from it. But seriously, man, the greatest lie ever told. I really want to break this anime down. I have a lot of notes, people. Like, I really want to talk about this a lot more from an episode to episode perspective. There's lots of meaning within this show. One of the things I want to touch on really quickly, and I know I touched on a little bit in terms of some of the themes, but some of the themes are really apparent within this particular anime. And things of resentment, things of, you know, like I said, getting into the mental illnesses, PTSD, anxiety, depression, suicide, envy, jealousy, love, attention seeking, yearning, chasing, motivation, devotion, conviction, people being convicted to do things and wanting to do things. It's not easy to overlook this in the anime because it's very in your face, but it's also on how they subtly add it into the particular anime. I think it's really beautiful how they truly did it, and it's something that a lot of people should be talking about. Because you're going to have that. You're going to feel like you're going to want to quit. You're going to feel like you want to give up. You're going to feel like, you know, there may not be nothing to live for. As long as you have something to find solace in, as long as you have someone to play for, reach them. Reach him. Reach her. I hope what I am doing reaches them. Let this reach them. The beauty in the characterization and in the character development of Koichi. You know, at first you see him and he is deaf to music. He cannot hear it. His purpose for playing music is literally not there. And I feel it. Like when they're showing visualization of him, of how he's feeling, I feel it. It goes from him being submerged within water, like darkness, can't see a thing, drowning virtually, and cannot play the notes. The notes are falling off the page to into Katori being that light that's shining through that darkness to be able to lift him up out of the water, right? Even within this darkness, if I could just see that light, I can work with this, right? To him at the end, literally floating on top of the water, playing in the clouds being around him. The snow mixed in with the spring like weather. Your lie in April. Spring will come again. Spring will be here. You are right here. You are right here. Spiritually, you are right. You are not forgotten. I won't forget you. That beautiful goodbye at the end, the same way that he was finally able to say goodbye to his mother. Powerful. It's powerful. I'm going to give this a solid 9.5 out of 10. Solid 9 point. Again, I want to give it a 10, but there's just some issues with them kind of milking things, them kind of stretching things out for them to make it last 22 episodes long. I'm not sure if they was contracted to do 22 episodes, but if not, yo, you could have easily got away with 18, 20 episodes, 20. Like 20 max. 20 is max. 22, you kind of stretching. But that's pretty much it for the anime. That's pretty much it for Your Lie in April. The greatest lie ever told. I just want the lie to get closer to you. That's it. That's it, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Hit the bell to be notified. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you check out the affiliate links down below, man. Check out the Discord server. That link will be in the description, right? Let's have a conversation. Let's talk. Let's really recommend me some animes, man. I'm on this journey. Let's do this. And on top of that, man, check out the P.O. Box, right? Hit your boy up. Hit up the email, man. Send me questions that you guys have so I can be able to answer to the best of my abilities. And that's it for the video, man. It's your boy Jamal _Haki. Peace out.